Welcome to the Unhinged podcast, where you can catch up with us, the members of Hinge, get updates on what we're up to, and hear us talk utter nonsense.
Oh, I've done a terrible fart.
Oh, you haven't? Not in here.
This is prime stuff.
No, it's not.
Have we recorded yet?
Yes.
Got fucking
First
years
episode.
of stuff.
Ian, do you want to say something for me?
Hello, Ed. How are you?
Id, you been to slightly
No,
second
that's
country?
just
Hello,
everyone-
Id.
Hello, Ed.
Hello, Id.
How
How
does an
you
English-
fucking cunt.
I haven't
You're
shat.
such a cunt.
I haven't shat in 3 days.
It's 'cause you don't eat anything
It just
anymore.
comes out in air form.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Ed. Hello, Ian.
Hello, Dan. Hello, Ed.
Glad to have you all here tonight.
Isn't it lovely?
Like, that's bloody
Rather
grime,
enchanting.
Could you do the theme tune again, please? The Doctor Who.
Yeah, bear with me, people.
That's it. Crescendo it. Unhinged, the podcast. Unhinged.
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 It's just like being in the real band when he just
That's it.
carries on playing.
Great.
Did it?
Okay, well that's the theme tune sorted.
Smashed
I'm
that.
pleased about that. I was mind about how to
What's
start.
everyone come up with for topics?
I think. this
Why
is
Matt
it,
isn't
innit?
here,
It's
I
going
think.
all right, isn't
So
it?
Matt isn't here because he's watching Arsenal versus Porto.
What is Porto when it's home?
It's the second city of Portugal in the north.
Home of Port.
Why is that such a massive game?
Champions League quarterfinals, second leg.
Matt was like pretty big, like it was
The end of
Well,
the
the
world.
most massive game that anyone's ever known of.
They need to win it to get through to the next round.
Yeah, but
Which
Isn't
so
that-
if
isn't that
all-
fundamental to a sport?
Isn't that always the case?
No, because often it's a league, isn't it? This is now knockout. So
All right.
it's
So
vital.
They cull the team, they blow the stadium up. Nothing happens after it. That's it.
There will be uproar in North London. If
Literally
they-
people tutting.
Someone could get mildly
mass
upset.
tut.
Yeah, just
100 decibels of
60,000 tuts.
A few people will have 2 shandies and retire to bed early if this all doesn't play out the way they want.
Back to their lovely houses of the North London areas of.
They're all going to retire back to Walthamstow and go to bed.
What's that?
ghost of Matt.
I don't know. We can't. We obviously can't jump into him too hard, can we? He's still.
Give him everything we've got.
I guess we can cut, can't we?
Yeah, we'll cut out all the
Cut out all the bad bits.
really bad bits to Matt, and then
Leave the good bits.
Just change his name to Dave at any time we mention it. Ed can
Beep him out.
beep it out.
that'll only take me 7 hours to find every time.
We can be talking about Arsenal, watching Arsenal, how shit it is to watch Arsenal,
And
but then every time we mention Matt's name, it'll just beep out.
Dave, the drummer.
Oh, Big Dave.
You stink. You fucking
has
stink.
lingered somewhat, hasn't it?
What?
So,
this is a soundproof professional studio.
I think last time I was in here, you farted. So
Yeah,
Could
but
have
I'm,
been, that could have
like,
been
you know,
any time.
my mindfulness means I'm only in the now. Which means only your fart matters.
I never forget a fart.
That must be really awkward in your
Like-
mind.
Like an elephant. But
Are you
with
constantly
farts.
thinking about all the farts?
Do you ever get any
But every
flashbacks?
single one.
Do you get flashbacks to momentary times when people have farted?
PTS fart.
PTSF.
FTSD.
I think I'm going to have it after this one.
Nah, that's gone. Surely that's gone by now.
Maybe it's 'cause
No.
Man, what was the?
Maybe it's because it's quite cold in here and Ed's standing.
Do you want the rad on?
What was
Just give me some money.
your
put the rad on.
all-time favourite fart being near or around? Can you
The-
recall?
The one that made Jim Drums sick onto his snare drum at a gig. 'Cause I farted on stage. It was so bad. He just went, and then just covered his snare drum for the sick.
Did he keep playing?
Yeah. The sick was going everywhere. It was good. That's got to be one of the most effective farts I've ever done.
I fired a fart out of a gun at point Dan and he threw up.
Out of a gun? That the air gun.
The Airzuka fart.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, sorry. What do you mean?
We'd been out drinking and Dan was working in a van and I just loaded the fart gun up with a...
Yeah, but can I stop? What's a fart gun, though?
Well, it's not a fart gun, is
It's
it?
a kid's toy, so it fires
Spat
a...
on me.
Oh, thank you. It fires a ball of air across a room, quite far as well. And I loaded a fart into it. And called his name, and his head just appeared in the windshield, and it had no windscreen in it. And I shot him, and you just saw his hair move, and he ran out and just threw up outside.
He was hungover, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, we were both hungover, but that fart finished him off.
The fart that ended Dan. Poor thing. I'm assuming we have to be fairly woke on this podcast, and we can't use those bits.
Who knows?
Who knows? Let's see how we go.
Who knows?
You can only.
We know. We know.
You can only trial these.
You
things.
can't edit it out and just fucking not tell
This
us what
stuff
you've
ain't
done.
going out like this, surely.
Some of it.
Maybe it could just. Maybe you could just test the waters with it. See.
No. We just know. So
So
what's the theme? What's the theme?
Do you want to do a little? Do you want to do a little talk through, Dan, about what it is you
Dan, what are you doing to the mic? What do you want?
want?
Welcome to the Unhinged Podcast. 45 minutes of somebody tampering with a microphone. So I think the principal reason for this podcast is A, to give us something to do,
What do you mean?
and B,
What do you mean?
and B, to talk about topics that we feel are important things to talk about.
Like everything we've just spoken
Like
about.
everything we've just spoken about is highly important on our list of things that are important to us. We could. Did anyone actually write any sort of scenario type things down? This microphone. Ed's just picking up 10 decibels of my crutch.
Of course.
I thought
yeah.
about something though.
Come on in.
Why?
Oh, you sure that's tight enough?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
What did you write down, Ed?
Why on earth? No. Why on earth do we do this? Not the podcast, the band. So
Do we do this?
I was thinking about it, and for me, I quite like still making a noise in an ensemble.
Isn't that just a description of the band?
Playing in a band.
Like if you were to read it
No, as in when
in
we're in
the
a room,
dictionary.
when we're in a room or
Making
live,
noise is an ensemble.
and you've got 4 or 5 people that actually know what they're doing, which obviously for us is that's not what happens yet.
Do you reckon we need a
Getting there.
fifth?
But we could
Potentially
potentially
get
play
to
the
that
same
stage.
things.
So 4 to 5 people who are trying to figure out what they're doing.
That probably should have it figured out before they're doing it on stage and in front of
Actually,
people.
to be
I
fair,
feel a lot of the time like I have it fairly figured out.
Yeah, it's because you're singing. You can't really do much wrong there, could you?
no, but it is a good feeling when you know
You know
you're
the
in
words.
an ensemble. When it works, it's good.
Yeah, but that's like saying you know the bass lines.
Well, I
Don't go
don't.
too far.
Well, I clearly don't.
No, that's true, yeah.
I have a rough idea.
But do you know what I mean when
You know
when it just starts working and it's an organic reason? Maybe someone's just told a joke or it's a laugh or whatever, and it's a song we all know well. That is a moment, and that's there, and that's it.
I actually don't think we do bad at that organic thing. Like the last couple of times we played, I don't.
Very blonde armpit hair.
You?
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
In terms of the organicness,
Yeah.
You think we do the organic stuff well? Does that mean it's not because we're not practiced enough?
No,
And
I think
everything is organic?
no, but I think we, as an act,
I'm not acting.
I think we come across. Well,
Organic.
no, I think we come across like we're not acting. Like it's not. We're not putting it on. We're just doing what we do.
Try.
Like a lot of bands we've played with, you can sort of tell there's an anxiety of the fact that they're there and they're on stage and they've got to then do this thing.
That's how I felt last time.
I'm definitely doing that on the inside.
I know, but I don't think we come across like that. I think
How
we
long's it
come-
been since we last played?
7 years. No, when was it? It was Colchester.
I think it was October.
I think we talk a good gig,
we did
yeah.
talk a good gig actually.
even though we haven't done any
Yeah.
for ages.
Considering the amount of gigs we've done, I would say if you could compound that into like a
2-week
a
tour.
model
Oh,
of how to do gigs, I think we've done all right. We've only played 2 gigs at the New Cross Inn
that was too many.
on a Wednesday night, and then beyond that, we've played mostly in different countries, other than a sellout show in Chelmsford.
One of them.
Well, the other one weren't far off. I think that was still about 70.
Yeah, Ian. Fucking talk us down.
Ian's not happy with the 70% sellout show.
In the hometown. Can't be doing that. It's got to be 100%, isn't it?
It's got to be 100.
You got to hype that up.
Well, I mean, I'll just put it down to the other bands.
They were pulling their weight. True.
Put people
I
off.
mean, they did get told about 5 days before.
Yeah.
Who was that? Was that Matt who told that? Who was that other band?
Well, Matt's not here. Blame him.
Yeah,
They
like
were.
Cat Weasels.
No, they changed their. It was something like no use for a name, but not no use for a name.
That was it, wasn't it?
Nah, that is an actual band.
No use for
Oh.
a Cat Weasel.
Not that these weren't an actual band. We can't put any of this stuff out when we're just fucking dogging other local bands.
We're not dogging anyway. It's just a name. We're not saying they're shit.
Don't even-
But we
we
can't
don't
remember
even
the
know,
name.
we don't even know who the fuck they are. How can we say they're shit?
Well, they were a lot tighter than we were. What were
Well,
they
we had a
called?
bit of a mare that night, didn't we? Let's be honest. Let's talk down a bad gig. What happened there, Ian? Do you think?
Well, it'd be impossible to really break it down to find
It was all
what went
down.
wrong.
It's all down to the atmospherics.
It was
It
probably
was
because it's only
the air pre-
70% full.
The air pressure in that venue alone.
You were too close to the snare,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
perhaps for someone else, you then became too far away from the snare.
And that differential
That change
alone.
of positioning would be enough
Created
to.
a positive pressure within
Yeah,
the venue.
the charge was too positive, and therefore sound got taken away
But
in
when
a
I-
negative vortex.
So when I can get in a car again, we'll have a little giggy.
We're gonna try one out.
Maybe we need to get like a Ghostbusters-esque estate that we can lay,
We can,
Just lay down at the back.
we can lay Ed down and put him in on a stretcher.
I was thinking
I've
more
done my backing,
fucking,
guys, everyone, just so you know.
more of a Pope car. We're having standing up.
in a glass,
Yeah. We're fucking,
have him in a glass goldfish bowl above the standing in the thing.
then he can just stay in there playing his guitar. A bit like Prince, I imagine, probably done something like that
I
before.
quite like Prince.
He's
Are you not driving?
No, I got an Uber here.
Fucking hell.
Well,
Lordy, don't
It's even worse as well because the only way I can get an Uber here is I have to get one to go to Wickford Station and pretend to pick me up there, then actually come to my house, and then come here.
What?
So you know Uber doesn't operate in Chelmsford.
Yeah,
So technically, because Rettendon is Chelmsford,
it doesn't.
you can't get an Uber to go there, even
Yeah.
though it's like 2 miles away from Wickford. So I have to book one to pick up from Wickford Station
No one.
with no one, with a secondary pickup at Church Chase, Rettendon, and then to go where I want to go. And then once they've accepted the job, I have to phone them up and say,
There's no one there.
there's no one at your... Oh, thank you.
That is gorgeous beer.
Whipper and True.
That's Wiper.
Whipper.
Whipper.
Well,
It's not S&M beer.
No, but if you put a V in the front, that'd be Viper, wouldn't it? You could see where he'd gone wrong.
No,
Because Viper sounds more like Wiper.
No, what did
he
you
said
say?
Whipper and True.
You've definitely gone
You
wrong.
fucking dickhead. One of the best breweries in England, that is.
Wiper, like as in windscreen wiper?
Yes,
You got it.
Wiper and True.
Did we have that down Bermondsey Beer Mile
Yeah.
that one time for your birthday?
My birthday. Yeah.
You weren't there, Daniel. You didn't come out for Ed's birthday.
No, it's
Dan loves London. Every time someone mentions London.
Tell us why.
because I feel like fucking Curious George every time I go there. It's like it's just
Who's that?
Yeah, who's that?
the
Who's
little,
that and what's he do?
the little monkey. No, he's
Who's
like
Curious George?
Curious George is like the little monkey, and he escapes the zoo, and then he's stuck in this fucking big city, and he's like shitting his pants because he don't know what the fuck's going on.
You feel like that in London? I thought you just hated it.
It's just too busy, isn't it? Who the fuck would want to be there?
There are people there, yeah.
Too many people there. I don't like most people as it is.
Would you prefer it if it was just 50% less people, but the same stuff?
I think I'd quite like it if it was empty and I was left to wander around on my own,
Like Curious George.
like Curious George.
Would you still shit yourself?
Probably.
When was that? When was your birthday?
25th of April.
25th of... Oh, it's coming up again. What are you going to do?
He's not going to London this year. So I can't.
Excuse me.
I've downgraded it slightly. What I'm going to do is go to fucking Southminster instead of London in the hope that Dan might turn up.
Southminster.
Yeah.
That's east, isn't it?
It's a little bit less busy than London.
Is that above... That's below Malden, but east.
Yes, correct.
Why are you going there?
So is London, technically.
East.
No, that's west. But I'm going there because I can stand up on the train.
And you should be proud.
Thank you.
No one likes to show off.
There's a massive brewery there, a nice pub. We'll come back, we'll go to Burnham,
Well, fucking hell.
2
steady
pubs there. Get the train back here, have a curry or something.
on. Actually sounds all right.
But I haven't really invited anyone because my back's probably going to be too bad. But I'm going to try and do it.
It's all right. Put this out and might end up with about 6,000 people there.
What's the brewery called?
Wibblers.
Redblurries.
Yeah, it's got a little tap room.
Isn't it? I've been there before, isn't it? In the middle of fucking nowhere.
It looks like it is, but it's about a 2-minute walk from the station, I think. Well, I hope so.
right.
But I was so pissed when I was there before. That's what they told me.
2-minute walk as the crow flies if you're in a jet.
No, it's near. Right, I've got to look this up now.
2-minute walk via jet aircraft. If you're on a treadmill walking on a jet aircraft
You'll get there.
as the crow flies, it's 2 minutes.
I don't think I've ever been to Southminster.
You're trying to work out exactly what day that is, aren't you?
I thought I'd already invited you.
Yeah, did you?
I feel a bit bad that it's all come out on the podcast.
Yeah, it's a bit
but
rude, isn't it? Did
clearly,
you know
yeah.
about this, Daniel?
It would have been better if we'd all waited until another podcast and then gone, oh, it was a great time the other day.
Ooh, I'm meant to be in Brighton.
Well, what's that mean?
Well, I wasn't invited to your fucking birthday, and I'm meant to be in Brighton.
I really thought I invited you.
I think
Did you just not come out one night? The formal invite night? Because obviously I can't just text you.
I think an invite like a month away. Are you doing it on your birthday?
No, it's on the 27th.
Of March or
April.
Ages away.
Yeah.
Over a
You
month.
can't have stuff in your diary that far ahead, surely.
No, he's like that. He's a bit like
Strangely, I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
that. Why do you?
Because
You seem so
I like-
you seem so uncommittal with everything else in life.
this. Do you remember a band called the Meow Meows?
Yeah.
They're doing a reform in Brighton, and
That's Ian's band.
yeah, what was it? Was it Stevie Mac?
Stevie Mac.
Who's in Fleetwood Mac? Stevie Nicks.
McVie.
Stevie Nicks.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, didn't she have like a big old rhino horn filled with coke, and they used to fucking blow it up each other's asses and shit.
I feel like we're underperforming as a
What
band.
way? The rhino horn goes one, like...
The narrower end.
How the fuck does that work?
I don't
Was
know.
it like hollowed out?
Yeah,
Filled to the brim?
apparently so. Well, they spent like about £17 million worth of cocaine over their career or something.
We're
mental.
underachieving.
We don't also.
I mean, you've driven here. You're having one can of Stella to last you the whole night. You're
I've
so
got-
emaciated. You haven't eaten for 7 days,
I've
whatever it is.
got to drink it before 9 as well, so I
What,
can
to-
do my fast. Oh, I've got 3 minutes.
hell.
Going to be a late lunch tomorrow.
Dan's had to get an Uber to somewhere else just to get here. We are so fucking rock and roll.
Sorry, officer. I had to scull a Stella in 3 minutes because of the
Otherwise, it ruined my fasting
because
regime.
of the fact that I haven't eaten for 12 days. What are we going to do about this video for the new single heading out?
Well, it's booked in for the 12th of April, I believe.
Can't we just take a picture of each other's faces and just go on AI and say, make a fucking video? So what we want to do is go into a pub, don't we? And film us playing to no one, just to make it really realistic.
We want it to be the most realistic thing anyone's ever seen. That all other low to not even intermediate bands can relate to.
I doubt it's ever been done before.
No.
What, people playing to no one?
People doing a video in a bar.
Not with no one in it. No. I bet you most bands would choose to have people in it.
Have you asked?
Yeah, but we want to keep it real, don't we?
Yeah, I know. Most people want to make it look like they're more popular than they are. We want to make it look like we're less popular.
Like,
Ian's not sure about this video idea.
I'm alright with it.
I think that's just generally Ian.
I'm alright with it. Will it happen? Who knows?
It depends if it's an Arsenal game one or not.
True. Although, I think he did put it in his calendar.
But
We haven't done a theme yet. Is that?
I don't mind. I think just general fucking nonsense is alright.
I'm so glad we've got the theme tune.
If
down.
you do you have anything else to add after what was your bit about the band thing?
Well,
wasn't
I
it?
was trying to talk about
we did
music and, you
Did
know.
we need to extend from that?
we did go a little bit off piste. I said we're quite good at being organic,
Yes,
which made me sound very highbrow.
that's what maybe you thought. Yes,
What do you think?
as a band,
Do you enjoy? Do you stand? Oh, well, you do stand there.
yeah,
I've seen it
yeah.
live. But do you
Sorry, I got
like when it's working well?
Yep.
I feel like a force. It just feels like a force, and I really like that. But that didn't happen in the last Chelmsford gig. So for me, the risk is too high. This is why I hate playing live, because when it works, it's fucking amazing. And when it doesn't, it is so fucking awful. It's too risky. The risk is too great.
I think it's quite strange though, because I think sometimes you can get off and feel like, oh, that was a bit crap, but then people's reaction to it isn't like it was crap.
Yeah, you got to feel like it was good for you, though.
No, I get that. And
I know people don't often notice stuff.
Everyone's also trying to be nice.
No, but you can generally tell, can't you? If people haven't had a good time, you can tell, I think, if something's politeness or whether they genuinely thought it was all right.
John Fawkes, he had a few beers, and he said he
Hated it.
he really liked it.
He just became such a useless, pissed
I
up
don't know
cunt.
if he said really.
lost all his
He said
judgment.
he liked it. I don't want to put words in his mouth. But
Maybe John needs to write in.
Maybe
Yeah,
John
maybe-
went, it was, it was.
if you're
it was-
listening, John, send us an email.
Send us an email to band@hingepunk.co.uk.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is, yeah. We have our own email and everything. We're so fucking switched on.
I really don't feel like we've played enough gigs for me to even warrant an opinion.
Wow.
The ones
Wow.
I've played 4 shows. First 2 absolutely shit in my pants. The second one at the Odemira Fest. At the first show I ever did with you guys on DBS.
Oh, the one where I was asleep in the back of the drummer's car.
Yeah,
Till
I
about
think you got a
11 o'clock.
little bit worried.
Worried.
Dan, you can't go big 2 nights in a row anymore.
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't do 3. You fucking died that fucking Sunday. Mr.
Yeah, no, but that's
Misery.
'cause I thought I was-
Yeah.
Dying.
I
I
felt
literally thought, this is the beginning of the end. I was so scared. I was literally like, well, I'm just dying then.
But you didn't.
But I don't know how I didn't.
it was just a black and white picture of of Ed on a windy moor.
That's what his
I
eyes
was-
look like.
I was so convinced I was dying, but I was resigned to death. That this is it. I'm going to die in Portugal with this
With
fucking
these
punk
fucking
band.
cunts.
No, you weren't in a good way.
It's the worst I've ever felt.
To be fair, though, you can't go to Portugal without getting absolutely fucking annihilated. It's impossible.
I'm sure.
You can't go to Albufeira.
Porto won't win tonight just because they'll all be fucking annihilated.
Or they didn't fucking get there in time to play.
Yeah,
Oh! Okay.
exactly.
Oh, right.
Actually, I don't know how much of the team are actually Portuguese, so maybe they've got quite a few internationals playing, and they might turn up on time.
Sensing a slight bit of racism creeping in there.
Well, just a little pull on the Portuguese ability
Strings.
to turn up when required.
I think we should go back to Portugal
I think so too.
just for the crack.
Without our instruments. With no booking.
So, are we going to play a gig again?
We will do at some point, no doubt.
I go.
Can we play a gig that doesn't sound like the one we did?
Oh yes, they're back to. I think
Can we
I've
do
only
that?
played 4 shows, and
I think we played all right at Colchester, didn't we?
yeah, so there's many factors to why it weren't my best performance. But
Is it like a bad dream where you're already nervous
and things just get
and
worse.
then you're being chased through a concrete jungle by a drummer that plays at 7,000 BPM?
It was like that. That's exactly what
It's
it
like
was
one
like.
of those dreams where you can't do something no matter how hard you try. You just can't move your hand fast enough to
Yeah.
strum the notes in time.
It's like you can't even fathom what song it is.
Where do you want to gig next? If it's up to you. You
Simon?
won't get Daniel's son into London.
So we're never going to play London.
I'm happy to play it, just as long
Yeah,
as
but he's going to borrow my Pope car.
I think
Just be led there standing in a bulletproof shield.
need to put me into cryostasis. and then when we get to the venue, just thaw me out. I could be like Wesley Snipes in Running Man. You
Yes.
just thaw me out.
It's not Running Man. You fucking div.
Demolition.
Wesley Snipes is
Demolition
Running
Man.
Man.
I'm always the best at pulling together.
Wesley
all these anecdotes.
Snipes.
Wesley Snipes in
in Disney Bambi.
In Ice Age.
He might have been in Ice Age.
Oh, what?
Wesley Snipes in Sister Act.
What's he been up to?
What's he been up to?
Yeah, what's Wesley?
Probably fucking just coining in from a fairly good
Demolition
acting
Man.
career for a fair while. No, he was in a fair few things, wasn't
Blade?
he? Yeah.
But what's his net worth? What do you reckon?
Can we?
Come on, we need to.
Well,
we
look, you've been
need to
Googling pubs in Southminster. You can't Google Wesley Snipes' net worth.
Ed's just trying to not knock over the Year 5 music stand.
Head that away.
Look at that. That couldn't even hold up a book. That's just to make it look slightly musical in here. Just in case people
Couldn't tell.
weren't confident in that.
He has a net worth of -9 million.
Oh, really?
Negative.
Apparently so.
Fucking hell, he's in,
God.
he's in shitloads of debt.
What'd you do about that? Does he pay that back?
Maybe we should invite him on the podcast, pay him 25 quid, he'd be fucking well
Yeah.
up for that.
-9 mil.
Minus How can anyone? At what point would you?
Well, you think about minus $100.
That just goes to show you what a fucking absolute wanker of a world we live in, that anyone could even reach that stage of. Because it's not like he's a business.
Well, he is.
I know there's a franchise behind him. Like there's the franchise that is Wesley Snipes. But surely at some point when he got to like the 5 million negative mark, somebody would go,
All right, steady on.
yeah, no, it's the third time he's come into Halifax this week.
Halifax?
So you reckon he's withdrawal?
He's been doing nationwide and all.
Yeah.
He single-handedly put the fucking Woolwich under.
He's taken out his with cash. Does it say anything about what he's spent it on or what's happened?
Well, I haven't gone into that. I'm just.
Oh, we're just perving at his wife.
I think it's definitely some hookers involved.
That's fucking.
No one gets to 9 million
That's
without a
highbrow
single
hookers.
dollar of hookers.
Well, look, is he married?
Yeah.
Let's not speculate. It could just be loads of coke.
Well, I think
Maybe he's doing the Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks, yeah.
I think that's probably what a rhino horn up the arsehole.
Yeah. There is something like that.
blowing coke up each other's arseholes.
That
How
might be
fucking out of
exaggerated.
your mind would you have to be?
I'm sure you probably know someone that snorted it off someone's arsehole. If you went through your diary of people, I'm sure there'd
Diary?
be someone.
Oh, yeah, it says-
Your diary of people. Look at your diary and the
It
people
says
in it.
Steve Cocaine Arsehole.
Well,
Yeah, I saved him as that.
there you go. It's bound to be one.
I'd love to take some mushrooms into work and just give them to somebody. At like 9 o'clock in the morning, just give someone a proper fucking hearty dose. A mate of mine used to be a car painter, and he took some LSD while he was painting a car once, and he ended up spraying himself in the face with paint just because he wanted to see the colour coming out.
I think I met a girl in Vietnam once, and she had taken LSD like about 2 years before, and she said, like, I think about it every day. It was the best thing ever.
I think that's the worst
Has
thing.
she not done it again since?
No,
Well, she wants to just keep that memory.
she's too scared. Like she's already like to a point where like she just really would like to go back to it, but she said it was like the best thing ever. But she's too scared of how good it is.
I don't really get that, because if it's that good, you go running back.
I think you could see too much of a good thing is not a good thing.
Yeah, but she's only showing her that much of a good thing, is she?
But she already
big, quite a little
she
bit.
already thinks about it every day.
Yeah, no, but that's not it, is it? That's not the thing. She could be fucking out of her head every day. Win-win.
Yeah, and she's trying not to do that.
Because it was just too much fun.
I think she's been too successful at not doing it. Because if you've only ever done it once and not for 2 years, I think you can safely say that you have a fairly healthy relationship with that drug, that you don't need to do it all the time.
Even though you think about it every day.
Yeah, but what's worse? To think about it every day and be like, fucking hell, I wish I was doing that. Or to just do it and maybe just get over that and go, actually, I can do this once every 6 months, and therefore I don't have to waste my life thinking about it. I can get on with things like cooking the dinner and...
Give her a call.
She never cooked again.
She can't,
not eating. She's not
can't
eating
even
2
hold a
years.
fucking job down anymore.
No.
She's just thinking about this one time she done fucking LSD 2 years ago.
You see colour, don't you?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
I think we all see colour.
Nowhere.
You see colour nowhere.
No, what I'm saying's correct.
So if I... well, only you can determine that.
Yes.
If I was trying to play bass...
Is it an imaginary colour?
No, they're real colours.
No,
If
I
I'm-
know it's real, but is it in your mind, not like
Yeah.
you physically can't
Yeah.
see a colour burst up in front of you?
If I'm to play bass,
I think that's an F.
Well, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. Did that emit colour?
Red, yeah.
Because it's an F?
Yeah.
Fs are always red.
All I can see is Ian with a 3-string acoustic guitar.
Where is it? In your head, in your ears. How can, but if you sit.
Noises.
Oh no, we've broken head. If you.
Where does it stop?
I don't know, Dan, I don't know.
Where does it stop? Like, if you were
Where
to
does it
hum
start?
a tune, would you still see the colours, or is it more when you hear other music?
The key signature of a song determines how like the strongest colour will be the key signature, but it can change the colours of the other notes in relation to the key signature.
Like mixing of colours.
A little bit. But to be fair, E's black, F's red, F sharp is a certain blue, G is green, G sharp is a gold, A is a yellow, B flat is a certain sort of brown, red, etc., etc. It doesn't matter because numbers are colours.
Oh.
C's blue, D's a light blue, that's different.
No, they're letters again.
They're letters.
No, I'm just checking the alliteration, you pair of cunts. We've really broken him now.
he really likes algebra at school.
He's fucking struggling, isn't he?
You two are so pleased with that. I
Numbers-
was
numbers
just
are
carrying
all-
on with the alliteration challenge.
Numbers are also
Go on.
colours. B's are blue. C's are
And letters are numbers.
letters like numbers.
And numbers are letters.
Letters are just like curly numbers.
Yeah.
What if you had something like it, where every number, just all you could see in your mind's eye was a Chinese restaurant dish? And anything beyond 100 was a mixture of those dishes. If you said like 129, it would be like chow mein with gravy sauce poured all over it, like curry sauce.
I see
182 would be like lobster
bisque.
wrapped in
Eel.
Grapes.
lobster drizzled in corn cracker dust.
Do you get anything free from the government?
It's got a disabled badge.
I can park anywhere if I had a car, or I can sit down.
Yeah.
He's got a multicoloured car.
There's a letter 6.
He turns over Waitrose in the fucking Yellow Submarine.
But when it's in first gear, it's red. It just keeps changing.
As you
Would it be if you were driving in first gear? Is that a colour?
Yeah, when I'm driving in first, yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Second's blue, third's green, fourth's yellow, fifth black.
Fucking hell.
Sixth gear's white,
That's weird, isn't it?
silver grey.
Do you do anything weird like that? Well,
Don't ask.
do
Have you literally?
What?
Can we go and get last orders before you say to Dan? So have you got anything
What is it
weird?
that you do weird, Dan?
What have you got then, Dan? That's weird. That's episode 2 of all of this.
right
To 7, sorted.
Next episode,
What do you do that's weird, Dan?
the weird stuff that Dan does.
Dan's weird things.
Let's do that.
All right, shall I do the...
Thanks for listening.
Exit
Ian's
train.
going to play us out.
Thanks for listening to the Unhinged podcast.
Unhinged.
We'll see
Go on,
you-
Ian.
see you
Do
next
the
week.
exit music.
I can't remember how it went. That is well Doctor Who.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Unhinged podcast. If you want to listen to more weekly episodes, make sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at hinge_punk. That's at HINGE_punk.
He's not sure.